More than 50 years ago, a group of courageous judges confronted injustice and resolved to build new systems that would bring justice to all. In early 1967, Judge Tim Murphy wrote a provocative article for the D.C. Bar Journal, highlighting that in D.C.'s small claims court, 90% of plaintiffs were represented by counsel, but only 1.6% of defendants had the same advantage. Judge Peter Wolf organized the legal community to consider using third-year law students to expand representation. At the time, D.C. had 5 law schools, and the legal community pioneered a new unified approach, a single clinical program serving all existing D.C. law schools. They also needed to pursue a change in Local Rule 96 to allow third-year students to represent clients. By late 1968, Rule 96 had been changed. By early 1969, D.C. law students in court launched its first class. In 1970, the first full-time staff members were hired, including Executive Director Joseph McCormick. Soon after our founding, we recognized clients charged with misdemeanor criminal counts were too often unrepresented. In 1972, we added a criminal defense clinic to remedy yet another imbalance in the system. In 1980, LSIC was incorporated as a standalone, not-for-profit corporation in the District of Columbia. Throughout our history, our clinical programs have been transformative experiences for law students, often being their first exposure to the realities of litigation, and the lessons they learn stay with them their entire lives.
It was the foundation that I got from DC Law Students in Court that led me to this career path that I love so much.
I really can't describe how much better it was than taking exams. I felt like a real lawyer. I felt like I was talented. I felt like these skills were leading somewhere.
Today, our alumni practice in every possible setting: law firms, corporations, public defenders' offices, advocacy groups, and many serve on our staff and board. While we've always been committed to innovation and finding better ways to seek justice, in recent years we have grown our impact in significant ways. First, we established our expungement clinic to provide access to the complicated process of clearing a criminal record. Next, we created eviction defense services to defend tenants against evictions every hour the court is open and to take on clients regardless of their situation or chance of prevailing. In partnership with DC Superior, we created the Civil Protection Order Project to provide representation to respondents facing accusations of criminal conduct in civil protection order cases, the only project of its kind in the nation. We also began a unique representation project focused on provided counsel at immigration bond and custody hearings, so DC families separated by ICE detention can be reunited. Last, we launched an innovative social work program that integrates master's-level social work students into our legal programs to achieve comprehensive justice and equity solutions. Since our founding 50 years ago, we have protected the rights of more than 250,000 District of Columbia residents and trained almost 4,000 social justice advocates. Recognizing that our name needs to catch up with our mission and impact, we've changed our name from Law Students in Court to Rising for Justice. We will continue to leverage the collective forces of students and experienced advocates to achieve justice for all. To prevent injustices today, we represent individuals who are in grave legal jeopardy. To build a better tomorrow, we teach law students to be lifelong advocates for justice. To ensure justice always, we innovate sustainable solutions to problems of justice. For the past 50 years and into the future, we have been and always will be a community working together to rise for justice.